I have 1 creep off 6. Focus creeps there, hit 6. If Kha'Zix just fights him for me, I can join and kill him after. Poke damage. Boom, boom. Hello, 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 hello. Thank you all for the kind words and the support. I appreciate that. Wukong Camille is Camille favored in lane. I think it's a 5-5 matchup. After 6, I think Camille started, or Wukong has the advantage. But before 6, I think it's definitely Camille favored. After 6, however, if I don't fall too far behind before the 6 levels, Camille can never really go on me, and I can easily go on her and mess her up if she makes a mistake. I actually really like Stridebreaker on in general as an item, but maybe Healy was right, he told me just buy Gore Drinker, but I don't know, I like Stridebreaker a lot. I feel like it gives me a lot of value on his champion because you can use it during your ult. And in general, the attack speed is really nice for Wukong. Trinity Force I feel like is also a really good item. Even Sunder is not bad, I guess. This game, I think I'll be looking for Triforce. They have mostly squishy targets that will likely get bonked by my Q. If there's Ninja Tabes in the game, then there's that. Like, God Drinker won't help me kill them anyway. But I think Triforce is what I'm looking at in this game. I went Stridebreaker in the LCS game, because or the LEC game, because I was... I felt like it would be nice to get the extra, like the slow to commit on their comp, considering they're a very peeling comp. So in this matchup, and pretty much every Camille matchup, if you can dodge the Camille E or the Camille W with a dash, you're going to want to do that. I'm just hitting the wave equally. So the trick in this matchup is if Camille plays it the way she does, her magic damage shield... Alright, I beat the shit out of her. I lost experience for it, but I did beat the shit out of her, so there's that. So as long as I can continue to deny her. Normally, like I like doing this on Wukong simply because in a normal case, even if you lose experience, you can probably deny some, threatening more trades. And so in this particular instance, she's not going to be able to heal up. She already popped her cookie as well. So if I can get her low enough, I can even threaten a dive. In general, she's in a pretty rough spot. Worst case, I get a cheater, and again, experience is not so important for Wukong in the idea that if you can get good bases off, you're still in a really good spot on Wukong. I have to bonk him there and then hit him. No, he doesn't go for a hit on me. So experience is not as important as getting a good base and stuff like this on Wukong, in my opinion. Like, right now, me getting this base is going to be huge for the game. That's also where I messed up on stage. Couldn't dodge that, but that's okay. The wave's gonna crash, and I'm in a pretty good spot here. I'm gonna go ahead and base. Generally speaking, Wukong runs out of gas at like level 3. Like when enemy laner hits level 3 is when it starts getting a little bit rougher for him, so at least in my experience when I play Wukong. So I like getting a base off before that happens. Grab a longsword, and a refillable. Corrupting is also fine, I think, but I particularly like this base, because it gives you option to go into gives you the option to go into Phage, which I think is pretty good synergy with his passive, considering Wukong gets health regen. And gives you the option to go into anti-healing if you need it. Gives you the option to go into Vamp Scepter in case you'd like some sustain in your lane. All are pretty darn good. Gets the 1-for-1, which is pretty good, and the wave pretty much crashed. Camille base TPs here. And to be mindful she doesn't Neon to me here. I just traded her quick there, try and get her bone plating off. Generally speaking, when you're playing Wukong, bone plating is what you want to deal with. She should lose that trade pretty hard with the turret shot coming in. She's also not respecting my jungler being around, as she now realizes she can get ganked. This was potentially a kill if he cancels the Camille. Oh, he'll solo kill him, so I'm just going to stay here for experience. But the downsides of playing Ignite Camille, when you're disadvantaged, it's pretty rough. As my Victor gets another solo kill. Very nice. I'm going to fast push here and just reset. If I don't fast push this wave, even though Camille won't lose much, if I push this wave, She'll catch more. If I get caught in a situation where I have to push out against her with Ignite and have being low on potions, it won't be good for me. So I'd rather just push this wave in, have her catch it, but also improve my position. You might argue you're not getting anything out of the gank. Well, my jungler got a kill, solo kill basically, before basing. Which is, generally speaking, most junglers are going to argue that that's a pretty big deal. So I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm going to grab a Ruby Crystal here, because my team is in the makings of carrying the game, so being in a good position here is good. Ignite Camille, hard overrated. It isn't if you don't mess up early. Like, if she trades equally with me early game, I think it would be quite powerful, but again, I don't think it's overrated. I don't think it's underrated. I think it's like, it's where it should be. Like, I think you take it in lanes like Wukong, where normally you wouldn't win all in, but now you do, so you can actually pressure a bit more. But I think people should use it a lot more liberally. So like right now, if she takes a hard trade with me, I think she should just drop Ignite and just chunk me out of the lane, and I won't be able to touch the wave or farm. Like, usually you can't do that with Ignite top laners because you run the issue of you run the issue that you don't have TP, but with Camille you have TP and thingamajig. I'm trading hard here because I still have Conqueror up, so I'm obviously going to beat the shit out of her. That's why I'm still committing to this trade even now. Why? I have Conqueror fully stacked. It's a very strong rune. She has Grasp, so helps me beat the shit out of her. Gonna go, looks like he's sweeping, so there's no ward here, but I have one creep off 6. Focus the creeps there, hit 6. If Kha'Zix just fights him for me, I can join and kill him after. I don't want to push this. Ideally he doesn't, but that's fine. I don't mind. I'm in a great spot regardless after that, so. He has no mana. I don't know what he's trying to do. Oh, he's trying to freeze it? Oh. Well, either way, I think he should just leave. Well, that was some of the action I was hoping for tonight, but unfortunately didn't quite work out. If I just did that on stage, yeah, pretty much. I'm in a great spot now, though. I'll try a Gore Drinker game. Should just give it a shot, shouldn't I? Even though this game I think it's not that great, still, let's give it a shot. It's important that you give every item a fair shot. I played very little Gore Drinker Wukong because I felt like Stridebreaker and Trinity were usually better mythics, but I'll reconsider that. Oh, he didn't walk up to me. So my whip swing was pointless. That's good. Getting a re for my thing is good. Generally speaking, in every melee matchup with Wukong, you max Q because the range on Q is super nice to like harass people and push them out of lane. As you can see, when she uses W here, I'm going to E onto the creep and Q her. I was out of range, but you get the idea. It's like you just use your Q. You're basically a ranged champion in this particular situation. Okay, just respecting the echo move, and I'm gonna walk up a little bit here. I just want to make sure I don't lose this plate. That's all. You can click on the tower to see what health it has, and every 1000 HP is a plate. So just pay attention in the corner here to see what HP it's at. It's a little bit of a an old one, but it's a good one. Sitting in the bush. She has no flash here, so I'm just gonna ult, and there's a good chance I'll just solo kill her here. Why? Well, she has no flash, and my champion does a lot of damage. So you can look for solo kills like that with Wukong. One thing to note is when you cast your ultimate as Wukong, hitting creeps counts as damage instances for your Q cooldown to go down. So ulting people in a creep wave, especially if you leave your W clone, for example, behind, allows you to get more kill pressure with your ult. I'm just gonna smack this as I see Graves coming, but again, I'm not too scared of him. Grab myself a plate here and leave. I did not do great today, but thank you. What is the advantage of Wukong versus Aatrox? I mean, generally speaking, when Wukong can lane, such as this matchup, and Wukong can pressure and plays well, he's going to be a very powerful pick. He's a very snowbally champion that can take over the game quite easily once he gets ahead, and that's what you're looking forward to as Wukong. But unfortunately, I misplayed my laning phase a little bit, and on top of that, so I had to use my TP to like fix the situation. And then on top of that, we died in the river, which meant that I was unable to get the most out of my TP back, right? Because if you TP back and then someone gets to push out the wave and base for free, it's generally speaking really bad, and that's what happened. Because we had some unfortunate fight in the mid lane, or in the river, so that was pretty bad. Let's see if Kha'Zix can solo kill. I'd be seriously surprised if he gets this kill, but maybe if he cancels the... Oh wait, he has to jump that, no? Wait, not jumping that, he almost still one-shot her. That's crazy. That damage is nasty, actually. I guess he's really fed, so there's that. But yeah, I played pretty poorly. I don't think I played the matchup well at all. And whilst I can agree that you might not think Wukong was the best pick there, I don't think it's fair to say that Wukong is... Wukong wasn't the reason we lost. It's just I could have picked a better champion, and I failed to find or to select a better champion, and then after that the execution was also pretty miserable. The thing about this matchup is she E's into me, then I can always cancel her E with ult, and then she's like a sitting duck for me. So that's kind of the idea in the matchup. Right now I'm just going to E onto her and just trade her quickly. She has no bone plating. Her passive is also still down. Looks like she's going to get it up right now. That's the sound effect slash whatever the hell it is that shows up there. That's her getting her ultimate, or her passive, sorry, back on cooldown. Just gonna make sure. Holy shit, that Kha'Zix damage is nasty. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up another kill here. As you can see, Wukong, when you get fed, quite strong. Even when you don't get fed, yeah, he can do some nasty stuff. But like right there, I would have enjoyed a Stride Breaker active a little bit more than a Gore Drinker active, funnily enough. Almost missed that cannon, not quite though. Just gonna push this wave in, take a base. And we're chilling. Neat little trick here, no. I can, oh, I messed it up. The idea of what I wanted to show you is that you can QE, and you can cancel your Q into your E animation, and then the damage instances from your E will reduce the cooldown of your Q. Trading one hit for one hit is worth it, because I have a plant in the river, as shown on the minimap. Obviously, trading like that is not as worth it, but it's actually still okay. If I hit her with the Gore Drink, it would have been really nice. Keep in mind, you saw I E'd in when I had 4 seconds left on my Q cooldown. Every instance of damage for Wukong will reduce his ability, or his Q cooldown, by 0.5 seconds. So I E'd the creeps and her, which counts as 1.5 second cooldown reduction. Then I hit her twice and got my Q back. This is crucial when you're playing Wukong. That was the trick there. You QE, and you get the cooldown reduction. As you can see, you can chuck out another Q relatively fast. That's how you're going to want to be trading / playing as Wukong. I failed my Q again there, but that's all good. You can also do it a bit slower. It doesn't hurt. Just going to crash this wave and go base. I could even look for a teleport bot here. Not in this particular instance. I would like my base before I TP, but as soon as it's done, I'm going to be channeling my teleport. Rakan has no ease, so there's no real escape for the enemy team here. Grabbing Ninja Tabai. They're mostly AD on the enemy team. I wanted to kill both, but I should have just comboed better. I just knocked her up because, oh, we did get both. Sweet. Anyway, the idea was to knock up and then go on the Rakan, but then my knock up, like my team hadn't arrived yet. I should have definitely queued before ulting. Generally speaking, it's a good habit. Would I pick Wukong again? No, I don't think I would. I don't think he was the reason we lost, but he certainly wasn't the reason why the game was going well either. I wanted a W there and see if I could E him after the thingy, but not quite. Just gonna whack this crab here. Don't want to use my mana too much though. He's quite a mana hungry champion, Wukong. So keep in mind when you're making a lot of plays on the map, you'll need reset at some point. My ID went top. Okay, nice. Didn't pay attention. That means I probably should have stayed bot. So I want to make sure we get this. Right now, Wukong works a bit like Graves, where... Oh, I don't want to hit that. That's so... That was a bit far for me to reach, but maybe. Interesting. Oh, I got stunned still. I'm alive. I can still win this fight. Just waiting on my spells. I was waiting on my Gore Drinker, but I probably should have just committed. I was a bit of a pussy there. If I just went in and ulted, I think I could have saved Victor's life. But I was looking too much at my Gore Drinker. That's what I was waiting for. Let's try and check the waves here. This is a cannon wave, this will be a cannon wave. If I push this wave, I'll need to push the next one. However, both jungle camps are going to be up, so I think I should steal those as the enemy team just respawned. And right now, I think if Camille wants to tumble with me, I'll probably just kill her, considering I can just right-click her to death. I'm going to work towards Ravenous Hydra. I like the item when I'm fed. As a bruiser, it's a very good item when you're fed. Helps you push waves and everything. Right now, I could kill her. But let's press S. Let's cancel once. Have a look on the map. If no one defends this bot dive or no one shows bot in a bit, it probably means that they're looking to kill me top. Cancelled her, but maybe it wasn't enough. I don't think it would be. I can 1-for-1 here. Never mind. I can kill her. I ran out of mana there. Generally speaking, wasn't the greatest play, to be honest. I didn't get her. I didn't cancel her jump with my ultimate, which was the mess up there. Either way, I get the wave in. Life's pretty good for me. And most importantly, I get to buy my item, which is pretty nice. Oh, I think our mentality is totally fine. We had a team meeting. We talked about it. Life's better. My sleeping rhythm is fucked. No, it's not. It's we play at 10 PM on average. On average, I think our games are 9 PM. So I don't want to wake up at 10 AM and play at 9 PM. That's just how I work. I prefer to get sleep relative to my playing pattern or playing schedule. So that's just the way it is. Close. Yeah, that's why my sleeping schedule is like this. I don't really get to choose that. Kazik is strong. This guy's just killing everyone. I mean, I guess he got fed as well, so there's that. Bum, bum, bum. I'll just clear this pink, and if this guy doesn't run top, I'll go kill him. Oh, he's not running, so it's a good chance I'll kill him. Probably should have W towards this tower, not away from it. I'm coming. Got one tapped. This could be a little bit hairy. Gore Drinker in 3. I could have turned that with Gore Drinker for sure. Unfortunate. Kaisa went a little bit too fast. Mostly physical and true damage. She saved her ignite for me. It was Rakan that ignited the Kaisa. Unfortunate. There was no anti-healing, maybe I could have beat them anyway. What to buy? What am I looking for? The stance is not bad this game. I think in general Star Axe is going to be the buy for me here though, so I'll just grab another pickaxe. Oh, a shit ton of AD actually. That's quite nice. Having a lot of AD is quite nice. I think in this meta we don't feel like blinding top lane is... Like, blinding mid lane is... Like... I mean, I probably shouldn't talk about too much, but Yamato likes the fact that I have a lot of counter or a lot of champions to play, and he likes giving me 5 picks, so that's something he decides, not me. I'm fine with it. I mean, I like having last pick. Why not GP? Felt like against Seraphine, GP would not get too much value. She can usually just W and kind of ignore the fact that my Gangplank ult is doing anything, and you know, against enchanters in general, I don't think kegs are reliable enough. I could be wrong there, but that's just how I feel when I play. Interesting. 40 ability haste on the side of him, huh? But yeah, that's kind of the idea. Feel like GP into Seraphine is not great, but maybe it's maybe the fact that I can disrupt Xayah and whatnot a bit better, or much better, is more important. With our comp as well, I felt like we were mostly a dive comp slash side lane comp, so picking a champ like Wukong that can win side lane quite hard is, in my opinion, not a bad idea. We should really run here, but I'll bonk her head, see what's up. Right now if CAMILLE E's onto me, I'll ult it, like so. My team is all dying, kind of trolling. I don't know why we're doing this with AD in mid, they're just running it down. But I'd rather just play with Kha'Zix and let him carry, but people are fighting. I shouldn't have fought there. I went on the Xayah, but I should have killed the CAMILLE really, because she's the biggest threat to me. I can't really die to the others. Her true damage is what kills me in the end. Like armor, my champ gets a lot of armor during the fight, so I also could have saved my gore drinker for a better active. What's the team's approach? Of course we're tryharding for spring. What? What kind of question is that? It's competition. You don't get to not try, you know? Don't know what that would even entail, but yeah. We are trying our best to win. That is what we're doing. Did I think about putting set? I did, yeah. Boom, boom. Have I been watching any OTP Wukong streamers? No, I haven't. I think he's generally speaking simple champion. Usually I'm pretty good on him, but I had a bad game, and that happens. Sometimes you make mistakes and you get punished for them. In this particular game I got punished a couple of times and it was my bad. What's my impression on Upset so far? I think he's doing really well. That's my impression. Rengar top. He's okay. He's pretty good champ. Would I pick Aatrox in the tournament, or do you think he's easily countered? I think Aatrox. I think Aatrox as a champion is like, he looks really strong when he's good, and he's alright when he's not. Or he looks pretty weak when he's not, so. Oh wait, I W'd. I wanted to rank it up. I'll just DP here. These guys are clearly overextending. So let's just kill them. Couldn't quite finish him off. I fully stacked Conqueror though, so close. Almost killed him. Xayah can't kill me. She has no damage. Jill's gonna take over this inhib, take bot inhib, and then look for a base. I think that's the way to play the end of this matchup here. Oh, matchup, sorry. End of the game. Just take the two inhibs, and right now we should be a bit mindful. We have no ults, and the enemy team is all basing to defend, so Graves also is respawned. I just wanted to get some poke damage there. I wasn't really interested in an all-in fight, but here we are. It's a full stun, but that's alright. Looks like Kha'Zix found this pick, so he's just gonna go ballistic on the enemy backline. Almost. Close. There's a mid wave, so we can end mid. I'll just grab this inhib to get this minion wave in the next one. You see there's two minion waves coming here. Getting extra creep wave is not going to hurt. Yeah. What makes you think we underestimated our opponents? Just because it looks like we did doesn't mean we did, does it? Sorry, I was removed from the party. Okay, 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 okay. Thank you. Yeah. Kha'Zix carried.
nights just don't feel the same.